Everyone, thanks for being on the call tonight. My name is Jackie Marchant. I'm a presidential diamond leader with It Works, and this is my wonderful leader, Kat Zeweniuk.
Hey guys!
She's a triple diamond leader with It Works. And we just wanted to share with you guys how to build your business, how to get your team expanding, because if you're looking to be successful with something like this and reach your goals, whether that's extra income, more freedom, whatever it might be, the pretty much only way to get there is to build your business. So getting more customers and distributors on your team.
So it's one of the ways that you can build your business right from the beginning. Well, the first thing that I did was I started writing people. And when you're writing down people, in technical terms, this can be called your 100s list. So hopefully you have your 100s list going. If you don't, get out a pen and a paper right now, and you're going to start jogging down people. One of the things that we found really helpful is using an MLM memory jogger. You can easily Google some of these different scripts and memory joggers. We really like the Eric Worre MLM memory jogger because it gets you thinking of a variety of people. It gives you a really great script as well as giving you a place to write down the names for all of these people.
Yeah, and Eric Worre always says your hundreds list should really literally include every single person that you can think of that you know, that you've ever come in contact with. So he said it doesn't matter if they're 2 years old or 200 years old, write their name down because it might make you think of someone that you know who's related to them, who you know through them, who could be exactly right for your business. So write down pretty much everyone that you can think of. It doesn't matter if you think in your head, oh no, they would never be interested, oh no, they would never do this. Well, stop thinking that because you don't know, and really, who are you to judge what someone might want and what someone might need? There's so many people who could be helped by this business, and it's not up to you to decide for them. I think we have an amazing gift that we can offer to people, so let's give everyone a chance. Let them make the decision, yes or no. And if they say no, they might know people who would be very much suited and they could refer you to more people.
Exactly. I'm going to tell you guys a little story. When I first started and I made my 100s list, I did not include a few people that I thought would have been really great at this for some of the skills that they had, but they maybe weren't particularly into health. They had really good paying jobs. Like the one gentleman I was thinking of had a job where he was the vice president of a company. He made over $300,000 a year. And I thought, hey, he has a huge house. He can afford to go on all of these trips with his family. And he has a great paying job. I would love to have that job and make that much money. He's never going to want to do this. Well, guess what? 6 months into my business, he joined another MLM company. And he's now the top recruiter for Canada. And he's retired from that business and that job where he made $300,000 a year because he wanted to stay home with his kids. And I never took the time to ask. I didn't write him down because I had too much of an ego. I thought, man, he's never going to want this. And I really prejudged him. So that's all up to me. That was my predisposition that I put on him. So I want to share that with you guys because don't stop at those people that you think, oh, they don't have enough money, or maybe they have a lot of spare change and you think that they don't need it. You never know people's whys.
So never prejudge. Write everyone's name down. Even if you're too scared to call them right now, just write them down, and one day when you're brave enough, you'll get onto calling them and contacting them.
Yep.
They go on the chicken list, and we always get to our chicken list at some point.
Mm-hmm. And when I was really green in this business and still like a virgin, because I'm still green because it works, but not so much green anymore. I never thought of the fact that there's truly like a 6 degrees of separation. There's only 6 people that separate us from really everyone in the world. So it's not about who you know, it's about who do they know and who do they know. And they might have the perfect person for you. So maybe they're not interested, but they have someone that could be fantastic in this business. Mm-hmm. And you'll never know until you tell them your why, you tell them your goal, you tell them where you're going, and you're really excited about it. And, you put it out there.
One more thing about your hundreds list is that it's a constantly evolving list. Mm-hmm. So you might not get to 100 names the first day, or you might get well beyond 100 names. That's fine, but it's constantly evolving because you are going to be thinking of more people and you're going to be meeting new people. You're going to be adding to the list and you're going to be always kind of working through and it's not going to be one thing that's like set in stone.
And for those distributors that, have been through their first couple months, maybe their first 6 months, their first year, add the people who have been to your first parties, your first wrap appointments. Re-add those people to your hundreds list. Because I made the mistake of not re-adding them. And guess what? They've joined other teams. They've even joined somewhere on my downline in some circumstances. But these were some of the people that were at some of my first wrap events. So don't forget about those people that you first wrapped on that hundreds list or that you first contacted because anything can change.
Eric Worre says you never, ever, ever take someone off your list until they've joined the company. That's pretty much the only time you take them off your list. Even if they said, stop talking to me about this business, I don't want to hear it, you don't take them off the list. You maybe just don't contact them for a year or 2 or 5. But they're still on the list.
Yeah. Or instead of contacting them about the business, just contact them as a friend, as a real person. Talk about things that are going on in your life. Don't talk about the business because that's going to still allow them to have interest in your life, but they're going to be seeing on Facebook and social media that not only are you posting about your family and what's going on in your everyday life, but you're posting about the business, and they could become, a little bit interested after a while.
Okay, so you've made your list. Now, what exactly do you do? Well, I have a favorite script that's pretty much the only thing I use when I contact, and it's from our favorite, Eric Worre. It's called Hottest MLM Recruiting Scripts, and it's in the Files tab in all of our team pages, and it's very short, and it's very step by step by step. It's super simple, and it's really easy to follow. So you can use this script if you're calling people on the phone, and you're not going to be on the phone for a long time, and make sure that you have a very brief phone conversation. You can even use this script on email, on Facebook chat, on text. I've used it a lot on Facebook, and it's actually been really effective.
I think one of the main things that I was really nervous about was I wasn't used to calling people. I was used to messaging them or texting them, and it was really outside of my comfort zone to start calling people. But I made little stars beside the people that were really important and that were in my warm market, and I knew that I cared about them, and I thought that they really deserved a phone call. They really deserved me picking up the phone and saying, you're important, this is what I want to tell you. We'll get into that script, but, make sure that you do list those people that you do want to call, and know that, as Jackie said, it's not going to be a long call. The one thing that I always feared was having that really awkward conversation where you were stuck in a conversation for a while and you had no idea what to talk about. Using this script, his first thing that Eric Worre, tells us is be in a hurry. And tell the person that you're in a hurry.
Yeah.
So that's the number one. That made me feel so much better because I knew that there wasn't going to be that awkward conversation that I would have to fill in the gaps and be like, so what else is new?
And you know what? Yes, you open with saying like, hey, I'm just running out the door, but I'm really glad I got a hold of you first. And then that person knows they're relaxed too because they know you're not going to keep them on the phone forever. Because let's face the facts. We're all busy. We all have lots to do, and no one wants to be like surprised by a very long phone conversation. It takes the guessing out of it. It gives you a step-by-step path in which to drive the conversation, so you're not guessing or wondering what to say next. You're just going step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay, that's it. Done. And before you know it, you're off the phone.
And you can even Google Eric Worre's hottest MLM scripts, and it will come up with the page with his complete scripts. And the thing about I like about this script is there's different scripts for different circumstances. We know that there's not just going to be one circumstance, and he has different wording for so many different events or so many different people that it's so easy to make it work for you.
So you can even jot it down. Like when you print off the script, you can even like jot down what you're going to say to each particular person. And then you can have it in front of you. I mean, don't sound like you're reading, but you could be reading. I used to work in sales in a sales office, and we would call up leads all the time. And it was like a rule that we had to have a script in front of us. And we would never sound like we were reading it, but we were always looking at it because it was jogging our memory of what we wanted to say next.
I like that. Yeah, I try to like fly off the seat of my pants because I feel like I sound like a robot if I'm reading. But we'll go through this script and we'll go through, what Eric Worre said to do, and we can see if we sound like a robot. So again, the first one is be in a hurry. So tell the person, I don't have a lot of time, but this was really important. I really wanted to tell you about this information. See, I didn't sound like a robot there.
That's right. The next one would be to give the person a compliment. And this is a genuine, sincere compliment, not something that you just like don't really believe. You've got to think of something, a reason why you really think that this person is deserving of the opportunity, why you would like to work with them, something sincere. So you could say something like, I was just thinking, who are the sharpest people that I know, and I thought of you.
I was thinking, who is the most confident person I know? Who is that person that's a social butterfly that just loves making friends with everyone? Oh, I thought of you.
Good movie, eh?
You can add in anything to that.
And if it's someone that you only recently encountered, maybe they sold you a car or sold you some jewelry, you could say, you gave me some of the best service that I have ever had. And that's a genuine compliment based on an experience that you've had with them.
And that's a really good thing to use while blitzing. I use that all the time. If it's a server, if it's someone that's assisting me in a store, really in any kind of circumstance that you're going up to a mall employee or a store employee, you can pick out, what characteristic or what quality you really liked about that service that you got from them. And, you can say, I don't have a lot of time, but I thought this was really important to tell you. I was thinking of who was someone that gave me really good service, and you gave me amazing service just now. Like, you can make it in your own words.
Yeah. I like to say to people, I love your energy, because there's certain people who I would never say that to, but there are certain people who you just get this great energy from. They're smiling. You just want to be around them. And those are the people that I want to work with.
That's a really good point, because that's what I felt about you. You can even tell on Facebook, like, hey, you have really great energy. Like, I love what you're doing in all your pictures. You always seem so happy. You always seem like you're surrounded by amazing people. It's the same thing.
So we're what, like 30 seconds into the conversation? We've told them we're in a hurry, and we've given them a compliment. So the next thing is make the invitation. So let me just ask you, are you open to diversifying your income? What else could we ask? Are you
open to a side project if it didn't interfere with what you were currently doing?
Yeah. Are you open to making extra cash without spending too much extra time? Like, away from your current situation. Whatever it is, like, just make that little invitation. And I always say, would you be open for me, instead of saying, would you be interested? I think interested sounds salesy, and open, I mean, everybody wants to say, yeah, I'm open. You don't want to say, I'm closed. No, I'm closed. Like, who wants to be closed?
That's a really good point. I never thought of that.
Sales training.
So smart, so smart. So yes, I'm open.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah. Interested always sounds salesy, so I say open. And another one that Eric Worre says is, do you plan on doing your current job for the rest of your life?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Maybe they don't.
Most people don't.
Yeah, most people don't.
Most of us hate what we're doing at one point.
Yeah, statistically, it's every 7 years that people change careers. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a point in their career that they're going to want to change, and it's usually that they're starting to feel that itch after at least the first 2 to 3 years. Mm-hmm. So,
all right, so the next one.
This is going to be a really big one. So you are going to say, if I would you. All right? So let's say if I gave you a video to watch, would you watch it? You're just getting a confirmation that they are going to watch something. If I gave you this DVD, would you watch it?
Yeah. I usually say, if I send you a link to a 3-minute video on YouTube that explains the basics, would you watch it? Mm-hmm. Or if they're local, if I can get you into a meeting for free as my guest, would you come? Mm-hmm. Something simple like that.
And what video do you share with them?
I use the Party Blitz video that was just released in July at the green carpet, because it's 3 minutes long. It covers all the basics of the business, and because it's what corporate developed for us. Corporate knows what they're doing. This business, it works. They're smart people. They're very successful. So when they develop a tool and they say, use this tool to build your business, I'm going to use that tool. I'm not going to spend any time making up my own tool or trying to figure out what I can send them. I'm just going to send them what corporates come up with.
And, the thing I like about the tools from corporate is it's a third-party person. Sometimes our friends, our family, even our semi-cold market, those acquaintances, they might not listen to us. They might not have to hear it from someone else. So the great thing about using these corporate tools is it's quick, it's easy, it gets all the information across in a professional way, and it's a third-party expert.
Yeah, third party is huge. Eric Worre says, if you're talking to someone, if your mouth is moving, you should be reading, pointing, introducing, or telling a story. It's the third party. No one wants to hear you like spouting out facts and figures. And we've all been there and we've all done that. And at this point in my life, I've realized I do not want to talk. If I can let someone else do the talking for me, I'm more than happy to let that person or that third party do the talking.
So that's a hard thing because I like talking. But I've realized that it's not doing me any benefit to me just blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. It's much better for someone to hear a 3-minute presentation and then they know what they need to ask me. They're the ones then coming to me with questions that I know exactly what they want to know.
So pretty much the main goal of this phone call is to just get them to agree to watch the presentation, get them to agree to attend the meeting, get them to agree to basically hear what that third party has to say about the opportunity.
Exactly.
That's it. So if I would you, get the commitment. But just getting that commitment once isn't quite enough.
Yeah.
You need to get them to reconfirm. So you can say, okay, great, you've said yes. How soon will you have 3 minutes to watch this video?
Well, I have 3 minutes in the next 3 minutes. So let's do now.
Great. Okay. So if I call you back tomorrow, then you definitely would have watched the video by then.
Yes. Most definitely.
Fantastic. What's the best time and phone number that I can reach you at tomorrow?
Well, you can call me on my cell phone number.
Mm-hmm.
How about noon? Because I like to sleep in and then laze around the house on Saturdays.
Okay, well, I'm a bit busy at noon, but how about 12:10?
That sounds good. 12:10.
That's another thing from my sales training. It's kind of a side note, but you want to make yourself sound really busy and give like odd times so then people don't want to miss out on their appointment with you.
That's smarts.
I can squeeze you in at 12:10.
All right.
All right. So you get off the phone at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, gotta run. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
See ya.
Yep. So you've got their phone number, you've got that time, you're all set.
And you've got them to confirm more than once that they are going to watch
Exactly.
the materials.
So what kind of things would you ask them on that phone call when you phone them at 12:10 the next day?
Hey, so you had a chance to watch the video?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. What did you like best about what you saw?
Well, I liked that I can make income wherever I'm living, whenever I want to work, and that really it's up to me to determine what I want to do because I don't like being told what to do.
Fantastic. Me neither. That's one of the main reasons why I joined this business. So it sounds like you're a pretty good fit for what we do and that you're pretty much ready to get started. But on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being that like you're definitely ready to get started right away, what number would you say you're at now?
I'd say I'm at a 9.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. So what else do you need to hear to get you from a 9 to a 10?
I just need to know about startup costs. I'm worried if the company has hidden costs. What is everything that I need to know about signing up?
Okay. So most of that was covered in the video.
But I need to hear it from you.
Okay.
Because I trust you.
Okay, so what did you read in the video? Do you remember how much they said it was to get started?
Yeah, it was $99 and I can choose an add-on package.
Exactly.
They also said that there was a website and an auto shipment.
Exactly. So there's nothing else hidden.
Okay.
Those are all the basics.
All right.
And does that answer your question?
That does.
Cool.
That does. Is the auto shipment something that's mandatory? Is the website something that's mandatory? These are some of the questions that I've gotten from asking these.
So basically at this point, they might ask more about the compensation structure. They might ask more about the product. They might ask more about any number of things. And at that point, you just have to answer the questions or send them another third-party tool that will answer the questions for them. If it's more about the product, maybe they just need to get a wrap on them, and then you can book a wrap appointment. But at least then now you know what they need to know next. Exactly. And you've always got a next appointment. So it's like, hey, this is someone, this one here, who really likes to know about the ingredients and the science and stuff. I'm going to send you a Dr. Don call because he knows all about the ingredients and you two would really hit it off. Yeah. So I'm going to send you that call about the wrap. You can listen to it.
Is he single? Because I'm really looking for a single guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Then you
Is he hot? No.
He looks like the Ken doll from Barbie and Ken.
Oh. Interesting.
Anyway, you make another appointment to talk after they've reviewed it. And so you always know what the next step is. Like you have a certain path that you're following with the person. So it's never like, yeah, I'll think about it. Oh, okay, cool. Let me know what you think. And then like it's all hanging up in the air.
Yeah, that would go nowhere.
I don't like that.
Me either.
I like having a path and knowing what they need to know, what the next step is.
All right. And how many different kind of steps or experiences or, times that they need to watch a video or listen to a call is average?
I think 6. About 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could take a while. So if somebody doesn't sign up right away, don't freak out and go, oh my goodness, they're never going to join.
This girl took a while.
I did. So I try to remember that when I have people who are taking their time, and I try to be patient.
Yep.
So,
but with Jackie, it was the same thing as Eric Worre really said that we go through. Keep asking, what else do you need to know? Okay, what else would you like to know? what else would you like to know? And she kept telling me what else she'd like to know.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, all her questions were answered. And she's like, all right, so it sounds like you're ready to go. She's like, yep, I'm ready to go.
Yep. So, and then don't be afraid to ask them that question and close the deal. Okay, so are you ready to get started?
Yep.
Some people are so afraid to just ask for the sale, to ask for that person to jump on board, but they wouldn't be talking to you if they weren't curious and they weren't looking for something.
Exactly.
So we're acting as consultants. We're here to help them. We're here to answer their questions and to find out what they need to know to make an educated decision. As long as you've educated them, they can make the decision to join or not join, and either way it's okay. So let's stay emotionally unattached to the outcome and just let them know what we've got to offer. Exactly.
I think of it as someone going into a restaurant. As soon as they've agreed to watch that video or listen to that call, it's like they've walked into a restaurant. They want dinner. They've sat down with a menu. They're browsing over it. You're answering their questions as their waiter. And at the end, you're going to go up to them and say, all right, what would you like to order? That's the exact same as you saying, all right, it sounds like you're ready to go. Let's get you going. So,
cool. Think that we've covered it.
So don't leave people hungry. Get them signed up.
Yes. Whether it's, maybe they're not ready to be a distributor yet and maybe they need to be a loyal customer for a couple months. That's okay too.
Exactly.
Let people decide in their own time.
Exactly. All right, guys. If you have any other topics you'd like us to discuss, just write in the comments. So we're going to keep sending you out videos. And thank you so much for watching these. We really enjoy working with all of you guys. And if you have any questions, just let us know.
See ya.